Savannah Chrisley is waving goodbye to the Heartbreakers. The Chrisley Knows best star knew how to profit off her breakup from hockey player Nick Curtis. Though the two broke off their engagement, they have since rekindled their romance. Their breakup gave her some inspiration for her Sassy by Savannah Cosmetics line. The blonde beauty sure knows how to make money. Savannah proved that she's a smart businesswoman thanks in part to her brand. It's no wonder why it's become so successful. While she has since gone back to Nick, Savannah is still finding a way to get rid of those heartbreakers. Did she throw her cosmetics away in the pool? It sure looked like it. The Growing Up Chrisley star posted an interesting clip to her Instagram feed. Her old makeup collection is seen floating at the bottom of the tiled swimming pool. Savannah Chrisley writes the following words, "Get glam," and "Heartbreaker" on her arm. The reality star also shares the color swatches of the new shades inside her wrist. In her Instagram post, she reveals that she's getting rid of the heartbreakers. There is no room for them anymore. RP to the HEARTBREAKERS. We're getting glam and having a girls' night out. Savannah Chrisley captioned the post. Swatches of the new Brie Cup collection lip kits. I suggest to start your Christmas shopping early. We won't have any more breakup collection restocks before the holidays. Tag at Savannah in your best breakup looks. Savannah is saying goodbye to heartbreak. She wants to move on from that difficult time in her life. She's doing it in a clever way by bidding adieu to her heartbreak collection. Yet she's celebrating her new breakup collection, which are lip kits that come in 3 colors. Christine Quinn shared her support by commenting. Fans and followers took to the post to share their thoughts. They had nothing but kind words to say about Sassy by Savannah Chrisley. They don't have any complaints. Here are just some of the comments. Savannah has been working on these since the summer. Back in August, she revealed why she took back her former fiancé. At the time, she said that they were trying to figure things out. After the couple called it quits in September 2020, she channeled that energy into her cosmetics line. Savannah joked that she wanted to be the Taylor Swift of makeup, and it worked. She continues to profit off their split, even if they're happy and in love once again. What are your thoughts on this new collection? Sound off below in the comments. Savannah Chrisley has always known how to wear a smile like armor. Race under the bright lights of reality television, she's grown up in front of cameras, critics, and a curious world. From the glamorous daughter of Todd Chrisley on Chrisley Knows Best to a savvy businesswoman, beauty entrepreneur, and podcast host, she has curated a career rooted in personality, passion, and a sometimes painful transparency. But if the last few years have revealed anything, it's that Savannah is more than just the well-dressed blonde with a megawatt grin. She's a woman who has walked through emotional fire and emerged on the other side. Not hardened, but sharper. Not jaded, but discerning. And now, she's drawing a line in the sand. No more heartbreakers. It's not just about boyfriends or love gone wrong. It's about growth, evolution. A conscious decision to no longer shrink herself for love or play small for comfort. Savannah is rewriting the narrative that the world so eagerly wrote for her. And this time, she's the only author. A pattern no longer welcome. If the world could rewind the reel, they'd see a pattern Savannah has become all too familiar with. Charming smiles, good intentions, and the subtle erosion of self-worth. Each heartbreak wasn't just about the end of a romance. It was another lesson in resilience. Each misstep, a stepping stone to her now unshakable clarity. There were the public breakups, the Instagram teardowns, the engagement that faded into an announcement, and then silence. The public mourned with her, often forgetting that real heartbreak still beats beneath curated captions and photos filtered in soft light. But where others saw spectacle, Savannah experienced the rawness. She lived the disappointment. She picked herself up over and over in private, even when the world expected her to perform joy. This isn't about bitterness. It's about boundaries. It's about refusing to apologize for needing more than surface-level connection. It's about finally recognizing that being chosen isn't a win. Being respected, understood, and matched is. From reality TV to real life, while many remember her as the fashion-forward teen with a southern twang and a pageant girl's poise, the woman Savannah has become is far more layered. The girl who once gave love with abandon is now protecting her peace with the same devotion she's poured herself into projects, not just her image. From her work in the beauty industry to launching her podcast Unlocked, she's shifted the narrative. Vulnerability is no longer a liability, it's her power. Her platform is no longer built on picture-perfect portrayals, but on messy truths, honest conversations, and the kind of empowerment that doesn't need a filter. This evolution didn't happen overnight. It came slowly, like muscle after a wound. It came from seeing her family go through trials, from watching trust falter, from rebuilding faith in herself when it seemed easier to retreat. Savannah no longer romanticizes the red flags. She studies them. She no longer falls for words. She watches for actions. She doesn't need to be swept off her feet. She needs to be seen in her entirety. Flaws, fears, ambition, and all. Beauty, brains, and backbone. Her aesthetic might still be polished. Her blonde hair still iconic, but there's a new edge to Savannah now. It's not visible in the mirror. It's in her posture, her presence, her choices. She's taken heartbreak and turned it into a blueprint for emotional independence. There's no room now for the kind of love that requires her to shrink, soften, or surrender herself completely. Not again, not anymore. The Heartbreakers may still circle, wrapped in charm and mystery, but Savannah sees them clearer now. The signs, once blurred by affection, are in high definition. She no longer excuses behaviors that hint at toxicity. She no longer entertains love that costs her peace. This isn't cynicism. It's discernment. She's found new beauty in solitude. Not loneliness, but quiet strength. The kind of space where dreams breathe and the noise of others' opinions finally fades. She's discovered that her own company, her own inner knowing, is more fulfilling than a relationship that asks her to be less. And that realization, that's the most radical act of self-love. Building a future that doesn't need fixing. What Savannah has built, emotionally, professionally, spiritually, doesn't need saving. It doesn't need validation from a romantic partner. It doesn't beg for completion. Her future is full on its own, made richer by connection, but never dependent on it. Gone are the days of waiting on texts, overthinking silences, or bending her values for chemistry. She's done watering dead plants. She's choosing only what grows. Truth, kindness, ambition, alignment. The Heartbreakers? They were part of the path. They taught her how to reclaim herself. But they no longer have access. Because Savannah isn't seeking a fairy tale anymore. She's writing a saga, one filled with purpose, risk, redemption, and unwavering self-worth. A new kind of love. That's not to say she's closed herself off. She still believes in love, deeply. But now it looks different. It's not fireworks or feverish texts. It's the quiet stability of a partner who understands her mission. It's reciprocity. It's emotional intelligence. It's safety. It's joy that doesn't come at a cost. She'll wait for it. She's not in a rush. Because when you've done the work, real, healing work, you realize that love isn't the destination. It's the companion to a journey that's already fulfilling on its own. Savannah's heart is open, but her standards are sacred, and that's the difference. Turning the page. This chapter in Savannah's life isn't about proving anything. It's about honoring everything she's learned. She's not out to change anyone else, only to live in alignment with her own truth. And in doing so, she's become a quiet revolutionary. A reminder to young women everywhere that heartbreak doesn't break you. It sculpts you. That self-worth isn't a trend. It's a foundation. No more heartbreakers. Not because Savannah's bitter, but because she's better. She's built a life she won't risk for inconsistency, confusion, or empty promises.